How was I able to turn 13,000 into 38,000 over 4 years? Was it fraud? No. Was it drugs? Hell no. Was it forex trading? Nah, fam. I bought a yard 4 years ago. To this day, right now, it's the 2nd of February, 2021. The 2nd of February, 2017, I picked up the keys for this yard and I bust through the front door. But yeah, it was a good feeling, you know, to be a first-time homeowner, innit? I was 24 at the time. And in that time, I ain't done nothing but pay my mortgage. You see, I bought this house for 136K. That was 4 years ago. 4 years later, it's worth 160. I've been chatting to mortgage brokers and they're saying, yeah, you could pull out about 25 grand out of this property. So I put down a 10% deposit, and if I was to sell this house right now, I'd be able to sell it for 160. I'll get my £13,000 deposit back, plus an extra 25 grand roughly that is increased by. Didn't have to do nothing but pay my mortgage every single month on time. So there's certain people, they wouldn't want to buy a property in the middle of nowhere because they think it's a waste of time. So you know what they do? They will have about 15, 20 grand in their account and they will just let it sit and gather dust in their bank account. No, you always want your money working for you. I can guarantee you, anyone who had 20 grand in their account in 2017 and it's not being touched, even if it was in one of them cash ISA accounts, whatever, my 13,000 now is worth more than their 20 grand. That is the pro of buying a property. It's not all about owning your own house, something to talk about, something to brag about. You want your money working for you. This is why man keep beating this dead horse. Get on a property ladder, get on a property ladder. Even if it's in Timbuktu. In 3-4 years time, whatever property you buy, it may be worth 150. In 4 years time, it could be worth 175, 200 grand. But it's not going to happen if you waste your money on Balenciaga, holidays, Mercedes Benz, or you just sit and let your money gather dust. I'm in a position right now, I can pull out 25 grand. So long as I'm obviously earning enough, I can refinance against this house, pull out 25 grand and go and buy another property. You know, in about 7-8 days time, I'm going to complete on my third property. So I pulled that money out of my own back pocket and bought a third property. You see this house here? This house will allow me to buy a fourth property. This is the maddest thing. So my third house that I'm going to complete on soon, you know, in 3-4 years time, that's going to go up in value. Now, imagine at this moment in time as well, I've taken out 25 grand and I bought another property. So imagine if I had, let's speculate, I had a property number 3 and a property number 4. In 3-4 years time, they will both go up by about 25-30 grand. You know, from property 3 and property 4, I can refinance those and then buy additional properties with them. This is how there's certain people out here, they retire at the age of 40. But it starts with hard work, it starts with sacrifice, and it starts with buying your own first property instead of wasting your money on this foolishness. If you want to buy a Balenciaga and Mercedes and all that, if you want to live the high life, then you're going to have to go without for a little while. And one day when you're 40 years old, then you can buy an even better car than a Mercedes. Because a car is a liability. So you're going to bust your ass. You're going to be tight for money. Not everyone, but certain people are going to be tight for money every month just to drive a Mercedes that's going to go down in value. No, I'd rather be tight for money every month, which I'm not, but I'd rather be tight for money every month and own a property that is increasing in value. Now, there's certain people who will see this and say, oh, but you don't really have that 25 grand in your pocket right now because it's tied up in your house or whatever, innit? Or you don't really have that 38 grand right now because it's tied up in your house, if we add 25 to 13. But this is how you calculate net worth. You think Jay-Z and Kanye West and all these people who are worth hundreds of millions or even billions, you think they have $1 billion in their account? No, that's their net worth, all their assets. I got this house, I got that flat, I got next house coming. All of my assets. You add all of them together, that's my net worth, isn't it? But this is people's problem. Everyone just wants to be able to look at money. Fuck looking at money. Money does nothing for you if it's not working for you. Obviously, yeah, have a 5, have a 10 bags or whatever in it in your bank account as, you know, safety net money for a rainy day or whatever in it. But don't be like these people. Like, I know, man, 60 grand in their account, probably got 100 grand in their account, no word of a lie. Sitting there gathering dust because they're scared to invest. When really and truly, you know the maddest thing is, yeah? I know certain man that they probably got about 100 grand in their account. You know, if they bought 4 properties, yeah, if they put down a 25 grand on 4 different properties right now, in 5 years' time, each of those 4 properties that they put 25 grand down on, they could have all gone up by about 20 grand. So his 100 grand is now worth 180 grand. Now, obviously, he ain't going to have live raw cash, but he's going to have a net worth or whatever, you know, equity-wise, he's going to have a lot of money. Extra 80 grand. Obviously, not live cash, yeah? But still, and those houses, he can refinance those other houses to buy more houses. But instead, man just want to sit and, you know, let their money gather dust. And then you get idiots who do have a lot of money and then they go and spunk it on foolishness and that. So I just wanted to make this video just to let people know, listen, don't sit on your money, you know. If you've got 15, 20 grand, buy somewhere. Yeah, if you think to yourself, the property's going to go up by 20 grand in 4 years, that's a long time. Blood, it's not a long time, you know. It's not a long time. It felt like only yesterday, man picked up the fucking keys. Literally. Felt like yesterday. Anyway, I got my running gloves on and I got my running jacket on, innit? So you know what time it is. Yeah, you know, I hate running as well, you know. But you know what? In life, you have to do things that you don't like. Like earlier, just before I came downstairs, I was on my phone. And basically today I started a new little contract going into social housing. So council houses, doing the testing the electrics in the house. And I was sitting upstairs, and I always think this anyway, but I thought this again. Just about 20 minutes ago, I was like, there has to be more to life than just being an electrician or working for someone else. But, you know, if you don't make the effort, if you don't try new things, that's going to be your fate. So anyone who's got any ideas, anything that you want to try, any new things you want to try, do it. Because trust me, you don't want to get to the age of 60 or 70 years old and have regrets. Me, I've tried so many different things, failed at a lot of different things. And it's all right. The only way to succeed is to keep on making attempts and don't allow your failures to hold you back. Stay wise.